If I had a dime for every time someone has asked me what are the best exercises for fat loss, probably be a billionaire by now. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to show you how you can maximize your training so you can lose as much fat as possible in as little time as possible, and most importantly, keep it off. So let's get into it. The first thing that's important to understand is that when you do a workout, a really good workout, it's probably going to be 400 to 500 calories. And if you look at how many calories you spend on a day, we're talking about, in many cases, 2,000, 2,500, even 3,000 or above calories per day. Which means that even if you have a really great workout, that's only going to account for a small percentage of your total calories. So if your workout only accounts for like 10 to 15% of your calories, where are the other ones coming from? Well, they actually come from all the other things that you do through the day. So for example, right now, I'm moving my hands, I'm talking, I'm looking different places, moving my head. All those things require energy, and your body will spend some calories to do those processes. On top of that, you have your metabolism. So your metabolism is basically all the physical and chemical reactions that happen inside your body, all right? Breaking down protein, pumping blood, making sure that you're recovering properly. All those things are gonna account for the majority of the calories that you're gonna be using through the day. So it makes sense that you focus on increasing those other processes, not only on the workouts. If you're maximizing your workouts, yeah, you're gonna improve on that 10 to 15% of the calories that you're gonna spend per day. But what happens with the other 80, 85, 90% of the calories? That's where the majority of your progress is gonna come from, because if you're focusing on that 80 to 90%, you're gonna make a lot of a better progress. So there's basically two things that you can do to improve in those sense. Number one is going to be to increase the muscle mass that you have. And this might sound a little bit counterproductive, because a lot of people think, hey, Eric, I just want to lose the fat and then I'll work on building muscle if ever. And the problem is that many people don't realize that muscle is a lot harder for your body to process than fat. Meaning that your body's gonna spend a lot more energy, aka a lot more calories, trying to process the muscle that you have than trying to process the fat that you have. So the more muscle you have, the more energy you're gonna waste per day, the more calories you're gonna be burning. Another really important thing that you can optimize to burn more calories during the day is the amount of time that you're sleeping. Sleeping is one of the activities that burns the more calories, and many people are relegating it to a second place. And the thing is that if you sleep as an adult about 8 hours per night, you're gonna be wasting, or you're gonna be using as many calories as if you were running full speed for 40 minutes. And I don't know about you, but I cannot run full speed for 40 minutes, so it's a ton of calories. So yeah, it might be a good idea to start focusing on the recovery, on sleep a little bit if you want to keep on burning fat. And lastly, the main thing, and this is probably going to be the most important one that's going to allow you to burn more calories per day, is going to be your metabolism. So if on a baseline, without you doing anything, with you sitting on the sofa, your body will burn 1,200 calories, and you move that from 1,200 to 1,600 calories, that's a huge change with not a lot of effort, and that will compound over time, because it's 400 calories more every single day, day after day, day after day, day after day. Now, here's a little bit of warning. It's not super linear. It's not like I'm gonna move it from 1,200 to 1,400 or 1,600, but you can always work on improving your metabolism, and there are plenty of strategies to increase your metabolism. And if you're interested in that, just let me down in the comments and I will make a video talking about those. But don't worry, I know that you're here to learn about exercises, and you might be thinking, Eric, all of this is great, but I just want to know which exercises are going to help me burn more fat. So I'm going to help you out with that so you can improve on that 10 to 15%. When we talk about burning fat with exercises, the most important thing is going to be the amount of force and the amount of exertion that we can put into our muscles. So all the exercises that will give us the ability to put more force into it will be the ones that will help us naturally burn more calories. So if we look at the different type of exercises, the most effective ones for burning calories are going to be compound movements, right? Movements that require you to use 2 or more joints at the same time. So for example, a push-up, you're going to be using your elbows and your shoulder. A squat, you're going to be using your hips your knees and a little bit of your ankles. So all those exercises will allow you to move more weight, to give more exertion to your muscles, and ultimately burn more calories. So if we're talking about lower body, any variation of a squat, every variation of lunges, deadlifts, anything that requires hips, knees, or ankles to be used with another one will be a great option. And if we're talking about upper body, anything that combines the shoulders and the elbows, like a row or like a press movement, will be a great option to burn more calories. Now, Eric, does that mean that I should not be doing any isolation exercises, any dumbbell curls, or any tricep extensions? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if what you want to do is to make sure that you maximize the amount of calories that you're burning on a specific exercise, combo movements are better. Now, remember, building more muscle is a really intelligent way to burn more calories. And in order to build more muscle, sometimes you need to add some isolation exercises. So by no means I'm saying stop doing isolation exercises. I'm just saying that on one exercise, if you want to burn as much calories as possible, just go for the one that you can move the most force, that you can make the most effort, and that you can activate the most muscle fibers. But remember, like I told you, exercise is only going to be a small percentage of the amount of calories that you burn per day. So if you want to maximize your fat loss, you might as well start focusing on building muscle, increasing your metabolism, and sleeping more. So that's it. That's how you make sure that you maximize your fat loss journey, by making sure that you're burning more calories through the day and making everything that you do more effective so you can waste less time into achieving the body that you want. If you want any specifics on how to increase your metabolism, how to build more muscle, how to recover better so you can burn more calories through the day, just let me know down on the comments down below. If you enjoyed this content, consider subscribing and definitely hit that like button so I know that you loved it, and I'll see you in the next video.